Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I have a meeting today at lunchtime, so I will not be able to come home today. So I have to pack up everything that I want to eat today during the day and take it with me. So I'm bringing kind of my breakfast, which has been the same breakfast every single day, which has been a Quest bar and banana. This is getting to be a little questionable for me. And then I have a little snack plate that I'll show you, and then this yummy looking sandwich. On the sandwich, I have the Joseph's lavash bread. I like the Aitorias better, but I'm thinking those are supposed to be refrigerated. I found them in my refrigerated section, but there was also some in my non-refrigerated section at my Safeway, so they were in both places. So I didn't put them in the refrigerator, and I went to go grab them this morning and they were completely moldy. So yeah, and I only bought them last week. So I think that's my fault. So I'm going to go ahead and pick more of those up because I do like those better than the lavash bread, but this is going to work. And then on the sandwich, I have a tablespoon of light mayo. I have some mustard, but I have a tablespoon. I don't weigh out the mustard because it's only like 0 calories, I think. We have some shredded lettuce. Also, I have some white American cheese on there. That's the Walmart brand. And then I did 2 slices of the Deli Fresh turkey breast, 2 slices of the Deli Fresh roast beef, and 2 slices of the Deli Fresh chicken breast. So these are, I think normally when you weigh it out, it's like 2 ounces. It's usually 3 to 4 slices of this, but in most of the trackers, you can just do it by slices. Like the beef, a serving is 6 slices, and I did 2 slices. And of the turkey, it just says 2 ounces. So anyway, for this big of a sandwich, it's kind of like a club wrap is what I kind of call it. Okay, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you everything that I'm bringing with me. I'll show you the points and calories and all of that. And then I probably won't talk to you again until dinner time. I'm also going to, before I leave for work, I'm going to mix up my greens and my probiotic. I've been showing this in every video, but I know everybody doesn't click on every single video. This is how I usually start my morning. Well, I start my morning with tea. I've been drinking tea lately. And then I have this usually on my way to work. I just sip on it on my way to work. Yes, so I do have a code for the Motivate greens, which by far to me are the best flavored greens. You guys know I've tried a million of them. And then this is a daily fiber probiotics electrolyte collagen supplement that I picked up on TikTok. Also, I have my protein coffee at work that I forgot to drink yesterday. So I still have that, so I can drink that. I also have a yogurt, 1 or 2 yogurts there that I think are still good that I can also snack on, but I really don't think I'm gonna want anything else. So let me go ahead and bring you down to the counter and I'll show you what I am taking to work today. This is kind of becoming by far like my favorite breakfast, and I usually have this around 10:30, 11 because I am trying to fast when I can in the mornings. So usually around 11 is what I usually, but if I eat dinner pretty early, which last night I did not because I was pretty busy after work. So it'll be probably around 11 that I break into this. So I have this blueberry muffin and this, I forgot how good they are. One of you reminded me that this was your favorite and I forgot how much I loved these. So I think I'm gonna start picking up Quest bars again. I think I just kind of go through a phase where I just start getting kind of tired of different protein bars, and so I just like to kind of go back and forth. But yeah, I think Quest is going to be on my shopping list every week. And then we have ourselves a little snack box. So we have some Mediterranean hummus. This is the Fresh Cravings brand that you can get at most grocery stores. I see it at Walmart, but I usually pick it up at my Safeway because I have quite a few flavors. Carrots, cucumbers, and then a few strawberries. So that would be my snacky snack. And then for my wrap, look how good that looks, you guys. Oh my gosh, so good. So I already told you everything that was on it, but this will be my nice yummy wrap for lunch. Alrighty guys, I am home from work. It is 5:20. I what was I going to tell you? Oh, yes, it was quite the day, as always. So I had planned on taking, I told you guys I had a webinar at lunchtime. So I wanted to pick something up from the store. So I thought I would take my lunch from 11 to 12 and then run up to the store, come back, eat my lunch right before the webinar starts. And because this is our HR legal webinar that we have every month with lawyers that kind of talk about state statutes and changes in laws and things like that. So I have to take notes or just be able to take notes if I need to and kind of really pay attention. So I knew I wouldn't be able to probably eat my lunch. I could try, but I would probably get interrupted too many times. So next thing I know, it's 11:35 and I forgot to leave for lunch. I was just busy. So I knew I wanted to get one thing for dessert that I'm going to make tonight. So I ran down to Dollar General. I did find it, thank goodness. I thought I wasn't going to. So I found that and came back and the webinar was just starting. So I went ahead and ate my snack. So my hummus, strawberries, and carrots. The cucumbers taste a little funky. I don't know, they just taste a little weird. So I didn't eat those. So I thought, because that was something easy I could eat. Well, then my stomach was growling because I did not drink my protein coffee either. I completely forgot. It just was a busy morning. And I didn't want to drink it too late because you guys know if I have coffee after 2 o'clock or I can drink tea caffeine. It doesn't do the same thing to me, but if I drink coffee caffeine, if that makes any sense, I have hot flashes. I don't want hot flashes, so I'm not drinking my coffee. So I started eating my wrap, could not eat it just like I knew. So I'm watching the clock and I'm like, okay, good, 1:04, this is over. I thought it was from 12 to 1. Next thing I know, it's 1:10. I'm like, what the heck? This guy never goes over. So then I looked at my calendar and I'm like, oh, it's till 1:30. So I did not get to eat my lunch until after that was over. And of course I had to go to the bathroom and debrief and everything. So it was closer to 2 o'clock that I finished, I was even finishing my lunch. So that being said, I'm not really hungry. I'm kind of just feeling I know I'm going to want something later, but I feel like a full meal. I mean, especially since it's just barely been over 3 hours that I finished eating. But I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to start getting hungry later. And I'm just I don't want to eat super late. And I just don't want anything as heavy as the meatballs that I made. And I'm all out of the chicken fajita meat because I did finish all that up. So I think what I'm going to do is just make a smoothie here in a little bit because that would at least give me some protein. And, but I'm going to make myself a little dessert. So I thought, well, maybe that'll just be enough to tide me over, have some tea with this and have my smoothie, and hopefully that's enough. And then maybe I could just have some other little snacky stuff, but my calories are going to be super low today. But as you guys have seen with the different videos this week, they tend to just kind of go up and down anyway. I just kind of go with how my body feels, you know what I mean? Or with what I can do with my schedule. I have a very busy work and heavy workload, as you guys know, so it's just sometimes hard to balance it all. So what I'm going to do, I found this pumpkin spice muffin and bread mix at grocery outlet, only $1.99, so I did pick up 2. It says it makes 12 muffins. I feel look how little bit of mix this is. I feel like it'd be mini muffins. It says it's 6 servings, so it would be 2 muffins. The way that it says to make it is with eggs, oil, water, but we are going to use pumpkin instead. I will see how this pumpkin is. This is the only thing they had at my Dollar General. I haven't had the best luck with their brand of stuff, the Clover Valley. So we'll see. It's just pumpkin. I mean, and there's no other ingredients in here, so there's no fillers or anything. So how can they mess that up, right? I don't know. We'll see. I just don't know how much to do. So I don't know if I should still include the eggs and just use this in place of the oil and water, because I don't even feel like I need water, and still leave the eggs. I can't tell if that's, you guys, old lady eyes. I don't have my glasses. I'll be even older next week because my birthday is next Tuesday and we're going to be in the next decade. I think this is 3 eggs. So 3 eggs, 1/8 of a cup of oil, and 2/3 cup of water. So it's already not very much oil. But I know like on those recipes, like you see those all the time on Pinterest where they use like a full box of cake mix, which I do have a cake mix I can look at. There's a cake that I'm gonna make for my husband. So I'm gonna look at, because this is 6.77 ounces. I feel like cake mix is normally a lot more than that. And so you see all those, we use like a full can of pumpkin with like a spice cake mix, which I'm sure is amazing. I've never tried it before, but so I'm thinking if this is like half of what a regular cake mix is, I think I'm gonna leave out the eggs and just do the pumpkin and try that. And it'll just be a test. It's $1.99. So these things are usually pretty expensive. So I feel like I'm not losing a lot of money if it doesn't work. But let me go look at a box real quick of cake mix, and then that way I can tell you for sure what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this cake mix, and I think this is probably a typical one, Duncan Hines, 15.25 ounces. So this is a little bit more than half. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do half the can. I think that'll be okay. I may put in like, maybe I'll start, I think, because I wanna measure it out so I have accurate macros. So I think I'm going to start, because this is a 15-ounce can. So I may just start with like a half a cup, or I may just start with like 7.5 ounces. Maybe I'll just weigh it out. I'll just do 7.5 ounces and then mix it in and just see what the consistency looks like. I think we'll just do that. Yeah, I think we will. And the consistency is good, then we won't add more. I may actually even start with 6 ounces because I did say this is a little bit less than half. So yeah, we'll do 6 ounces of this to start with and add it to this. We'll see what the consistency is. And then it says you just bake it. I'm about to get my glasses. Because we're going to do, you can do muffins or you can do bread. I kind of thought about doing bread also. Bake 18 to 22 minutes at 350. Makes 12 muffins or 1 loaf. Now on the loaf, it says to only use 3 tablespoons of oil and a 1/4 cup of water. I think we'll just do muffins. It's much easier. Less cleanup because my muffin pan is, you know, that rubber thing. So yeah, I think we'll do that. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, let me get my oven going. My oven takes forever to preheat. So let's get that going and then we'll mix this all together and I'll tell you how much I end up making and then we'll do a little taste test. I think we're gonna make it even more fun. I forgot I had this bag of Lily's dark chocolate baking chips, the no sugar added. So I think we're gonna add some of these to it. So we'll have some pumpkin chips. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin spice chocolate chip, whatever, muffins. So we're gonna add those in there. I would add nuts, but I don't feel like chopping them up. So, alrighty, okay, I'm gonna get this put together. I ended up doing 8.5 ounces of the pumpkin, and I did 56 grams of the chocolate chips, which is 4 servings. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put them into my pan here, and we'll bake them off. So mine made 9 muffins. I am thinking part of it is if you would put the oil, the 3 eggs, the water, that would be a lot more of a liquidy consistency. Like this is a very thick consistency, which is what happens when you use like pumpkin and when I've used pumpkin with other recipes. So what I'll do though, because we have an odd amount, instead of putting it in as 2 muffins in my tracker, like when I built the recipe in Weight Watchers and in my Lose It app, I'm gonna build it as 9 servings. So then that way, 1 muffin is for 1 serving. And then if I have 2, then, you know, I can have 2, but there may be some times when I only want 1. But then this way, since it's an odd amount, it's easier to say, you know, than saying 2 muffins is a serving when you have 9. So when I show you the calories and stuff at the end, it'll be for 9 servings, 1 muffin per serving. So as much as I love wildlife, like those pretty little deers right there, those things wake me up every morning. And not morning, no. They wake me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I should download some of the clips from my Ring camera and attach them to the video. I'll try and remember to do that. I'll go find them all and I'll put them here next. But I'm just, with my husband working away from home now, I'm feeling like usually I turn my Ring camera off. My husband just has his on because he's the one that's more, I'll like turn the notifications off on mine because he hears it. And so I figure he'd be the one to take care of it anyway. And so then I don't have to be bothered. But now that he's not working, he's not at home every night, I make sure I have it on and loud. Oh my goodness, y'all. The deer are crazy around here. So the muffins, we'll see how they taste. I think I should have done it differently. So I think with this other package, what I will do, I think they're gonna be okay. I had to cook them for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, about 45 minutes. And they did not rise at all, which I have used, you know, things like this before, but just this, never with this Lakanto mix. So not really sure. I think what I'll do next time is I'll do what it says for water, do what it says for eggs, and just replace the pumpkin where it says oil. So I think I'm gonna try that next time, and we'll just see what happens. Well, maybe we'll try that next week. I think these are gonna taste okay. They're just not the prettiest and they didn't rise. So they are cooling off. While they're cooling off, I'm gonna go ahead and make a smoothie while I do some editing. Yes, I'm already in my jammies. I am going to use one of these organic smoothie packs from Costco. I picked these up a few weeks ago and they are really good. I do think I'm going to replicate this. I have no idea where I was at. I got a phone call. I think I was talking about these smoothie packs. So I got these at Costco. I think I was talking about I'm going to replicate these. They have spinach, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. The big package is out in my garage freezer, so they're organic, which doesn't matter too much to me, but I do like this a lot. So these have been very enjoyable. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix one of these. I'm gonna do a scoop of the Alani protein powder to add some protein to it. And then the liquid I'm gonna use is unsweetened almond milk. Oh, this has not been opened yet, so it's really full. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that, and then we'll look at the muffins. Alrighty, so there's my smoothie. I'll have the points and the calories and all that here on the screen. And here are the muffins. So they don't, like I said, they did not rise. They are cooked through. They do just look a little dark, but let's go ahead and give them a try. But I will put the points up here, and for, like I said, it'll be for 9 servings. So 1 muffin per serving is what you're gonna see here on the screen. Okay, we're gonna try one. Just give it a little taste test. Okay. I don't know if we could call that a fail. Yeah, they didn't rise like muffins. They're very dense. Kind of like, you know what I would call these? Like pumpkin pie muffins. So you know how like pumpkin pie custard has like, kind of like the firm but creamy? That's what these taste like. Firm but creamy. Okay, we can't call these a fail. These turned out really good, but because I have that other package, I am gonna try that other method that I told you about, and we'll see how that works out. These are good. Okay, we had ourselves a win. So I'm just gonna have one. Again, I'm still not hungry. I'm just gonna have one, drink my smoothie, and go do some editing.